Hey everyone, Demon BrewCraft here, and welcome back to another episode of Randomized. We're going to change up how we do the rolls around here. So we're going to show this screen here, which is going to show all of them at the same time. This is going to get all of the basic rolls out of the way, and then based on what we get, we'll get anything that's situational done manually as we usually do. So if you're looking for what equals what, there will be a link in the description below with the full spreadsheet that shows what numbers get you what results. Otherwise, sit back and relax and watch the dice roll. Okay, back to here for our situational rolls. Let's go ahead and roll a d8 to find out what our other speed's going to be. A 6, it's going to have phase move, a custom move speed we've created in the past. Let's roll a 2d12 to determine how much both those speeds get. A 4 and a 9, so it's going to have 20 feet of regular speed and 45 feet of phase move. It has one saving throw. Let's see what it gets. Intelligence saving throw. It has 3 skill proficiencies, so that's going to be a 3d18. Figure out what those are. 6, 10, and 15 is going to be history, medicine, and religion. We have 3 condition immunities, which is going to be a 3d15. Five, 8, and 11 is going to be frightened, invisible, and poisoned. Alright, we rolled 3 senses. I really hope it's not as bad as luck I've been getting with how many I've been having to make. Let's see, that's going to be 3d7. Okay, a 1 and a 2. So blindsight and dark vision, we need to roll another d7 for reroll. 4, 1, 2, 4 for blindsight, dark vision, and true sight. Not bad. Okay, let's get their amounts with a our 3d20. Alright. 1, 11, and 5 for 5, 55, and 25. Alright, point accolation section. Unlike most times, we rolled a lot of ones. I don't know if you all noticed that, but we had a single 20, and that was in the stat roll. But the commutative points that we have is a -3. So we're going to have to subtract some points here. So for the sake of making this a little easier on myself, since I've already kind of decided what I wanted to make based off what I have here, I decided to put all 3 of those negative points into dexterity. It went down from a 4 to a 1. So it has basically a -5 index. All in all, looking at this, we have a very interesting creature to make. Tiny ooze that's lawful good. Some really low stats and some really high stats at the same time, with some really good other details such as saving throw and intelligence, which it has great stat in already. Skills in history, medicine, and religion. This could be like a very knowledgeable creature. It has no languages. It doesn't speak at all, but that can work. I can make something out of this, so let's see what I make. It's time to close in this library that is in a small, quiet little town. All of the patrons have left, and there's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. A small, pinkish, fleshy-looking slime goes ahead and quickly moves itself around, cleaning up after the messes of others. It sticks to surfaces quite easily, brooming them up with its little stick. It splashes a pile or 2 of slime here and there, and then uses it to clean things up. Once it's finished, it goes ahead and swiftly moves over, passing through solid objects to where its master is, sticking onto him. This is the sage slime, a very, very small ooze that is a capable helper and a pretty cool companion creature. Let's read off the stat block for the sage slime. The sage slime is a tiny ooze that is lawful good. Its armor class is 19 and has a 94 minus 18 for hit points. It's very frail. Its speed is 30 feet and has a phase move of 45 feet. Phase move is a custom speed that we've made in a previous video. Basically what it does is while phase move is active, the creature is able to move through solid objects so long as it has phase move. If it runs out of phase move while in a solid object, it will immediately die. The creature has saving throws and intelligence of +6. It has skill proficiencies in history of +6, medicine of +7, religion +6. It has a damage vulnerability to force and radiant, damage resistances to piercing and psychic, and condition immunities to frightened, invisible, and poisoned. It has many senses. It's blind sight of 5 feet, dark vision of 55 feet, true sight of 25 feet, and a passive perception of 15. It does not know or speak any languages and has a challenge level of 3. It has one of each ability, action, and reaction, so let's go over them. Its ability is Adhesive Goo. The Sage Slime can willingly strengthen its ability to stick to objects and other creatures. Once the Sage Slime does this, it is very hard to unstick it from what it is stuck to, and requires the person trying to remove the Sage Slime to pass a DC 20 strength save. Yes, hilariously, when this thing goes ahead and sticks to you, and decides to go ahead and apply that Adhesive Goo, it can be stuck for quite a while. It requires you to pass a pretty difficult strength check to get it off of you, and if that gets stuck on a pretty weak person, it's not coming off for a bit, unless you can get someone who's strong to help you. You can of course come up with some other creative ways to get the creature off, but it should require some sort of very heavy strength check. It doesn't have to necessarily be a save, and I realize that a save's a little awkward for something like this, but it's the default way it works. Gel Shot is its action. It's a melee spell attack with a +6 to hit, reach of 5 feet, hits one target. Hits for 3d5 +4 healing or cold damage. The Sage Slime may actively choose whether or not this action heals or deals damage when used. Shoots a glob of ooze at the target that either deals cold damage or heals the amount rolled. Super simple here, and the unique thing about this move is that the creature itself is able to choose whether it heals or deals damage, which is pretty unique. It's a very small amount. Lastly, we have the reaction, which is Gel Slither. When a creature you have targeted with the Gel Shot action and heal is targeted for an attack, you may use a reaction to replace the targeted creature's AC with yours instead. So yeah, the Gel Slime can go ahead and choose people that it's healed with its Gel Shot to go ahead and replace their AC with theirs. At default, it's 19, and that's a pretty strong AC to be lending to people. Just know it replaces and it doesn't buff, so if their AC is already 19 or greater, it's not going to really do much for them. And yeah, that's it for our Sage Slime. Sometimes when you randomize things, it just doesn't get a lot, and that's the case with our Sage Slime. It's a very basic, simple creature that is quite friendly too, and I hope you enjoyed it. You can click here if you'd like to see some other randomized creatures that are maybe a little bit longer, and catch you for the next one. Later.